It's scary, and when all the bush dries out, we're getting fires happen in areas we've never had them before.
Once the intensity of that fire is so high that it's in the treetops like that, no amount of water is enough to actually cool the fire down enough to put it out.
Current data show the average global temperature has already risen 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Victoria, Australia's second most populous state, is in the grip of one of the worst bushfire seasons in recorded history. For many, these fires are a warning, a wake-up call about what climate change can do.
Less than a degree of warming is what we've so far experienced, and that is enough to transform Australia, which was already the driest continent on Earth, into a landmass which has lost so much of its water that they're currently experiencing the worst drought for 1,000 years.
That drought has driven the fires out of the bush and into the front yards of thousands of Australians. Weather reports are now a matter of life or death.
Hi guys, what's happening? Okay, we've got a fire about 5 kilometres away.
If the wind shifts, families have to act fast.
Fire engine's coming now, so what I'm going to have to do is get all the kids together and come to your back. A bit upset because Bob really wants to stay.
In some Sydney neighborhoods, it's an awful choice. Stay and fight the fire or leave, and hope your home will be there when you return.
Yes, Mum, look, I'm going to have to call you back. It's a bit of a fluster. Okay, see you.
A house is a house, you know, if we lost it, we lost it, but yeah, if you lose a loved one. It was our first house and we just bought it, so he was going to do everything he could to save it.
My wife left with the most important things, and it was up to me to make sure that it was going to all be there when she came back. Right, buddy. Right, I'll wait for your mum. Right, you get out of here. See you later.
Bushfires are already bad. Climate scientists predict in the next 3 decades they'll get worse. And it doesn't end there.
Global warming doesn't just mean the slow increase in average temperatures. It completely changes the way the Earth system operates, which is why we can see droughts in one place, floods in another, or even a succession of drought and flood in the same exact location.
National Geographic author Mark Linus spent years compiling data from climate models to understand how each degree of warming could threaten the planet.
It's very difficult for people to visualize the future impacts of global warming, and it's something that I really wanted to try and do to help people visualize the reality, because it isn't actually intuitive that the emissions from your car exhaust are going to be melting a glacier in the Himalayas in 50 years' time.
While experts estimate the average temperature could rise up to 6 degrees Celsius, or nearly 11 degrees Fahrenheit over the next 100 years, the future isn't set in stone. Even a small shift in the Earth's temperature, just 6 degrees, can have extreme consequences.
A 6-degree shift from one day to the next is the sort of thing that we expect with normal weather fluctuations. If it's 6 degrees hotter tomorrow, I might just be wearing some shorts. 6 degrees in terms of a global average change, 6 degrees colder is the difference between now and the last ice age, 18,000 years ago, when the ice sheets themselves advanced to just the edge of Oxford, and in places the ice cap was more than a mile thick.
Just 6 degrees of cooling transformed the Earth into an ice age. Imagine it 6 degrees hotter. The very earliest changes would start high above the Earth. The atmosphere is our buffer zone between the planet's surface and outer space. A small percentage are the greenhouse gases, a cocktail of water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone.